The man suddenly saw a swarm of man-eating ants nearby, but instead of warning his friends who were having a gathering, he went to buy a flamethrower, then hid in a room full of vinegar jars. His friends all mocked him as crazy, but they didn't know the man had been reborn. In his previous life, he and a group of friends traveled to an ancient village, where they were attacked by man-eating ants. Only 3 people survived, but his girlfriend had already hooked up with his best friend. That friend even threw him out to lure the ants away, buying time for himself and the girlfriend to escape. The man died in the forest. When he opened his eyes again, he had returned to the very day they encountered the ants. Seeing ants crawl over his shoe, he immediately recognized them as the same species that killed them last time. He quickly told everyone the truth and demanded they leave immediately. But his best friend and girlfriend laughed at him, calling him cowardly and pathetic for fearing ants. The innkeeper, worried about losing business, poured boiling water into the ant nest. The man's face changed instantly. He warned them that man-eating ants held grudges and would definitely seek revenge at night, but no one believed him. Everyone mocked him for being insane. His girlfriend scolded him for embarrassing her, saying she would get angry if he continued. The innkeeper insisted that although there were pests in the mountains, all the rooms had been specially treated, and insecticide was placed everywhere, telling them to rest assured. Then his friends ignored his warnings and went inside to pick their rooms, seeing them choose exactly the same rooms as in the previous life. The man confirmed again that the danger was real. When he saw a junior schoolmate about to enter the room the innkeeper arranged for her, he hurriedly stopped her, saying if she walked in her leg would be crushed. The innkeeper was furious, accusing him of ruining his business, and tried to kick him out. The next second, a beam fell from the ceiling. The man's accurate prediction made the schoolmate start to believe in the ants' existence, but the innkeeper still insisted it was a coincidence, and told everyone to go back to their rooms. The man knew the ants would attack after sunset, and had to prepare in advance, so the schoolmate took him to a nearby store to buy a flamethrower. When the others saw it, they mocked him again. The innkeeper also held a grudge, and deliberately didn't give him a room. The man chose to stay in a room full of vinegar jars, and reinforced the cracks in the walls, because he remembered that in his past life, the ants feared acetic acid, making this the safest room. The schoolmate worried he wouldn't sleep well there, and invited him to share her room, but he refused. He still gave her a bucket of vinegar for self-defense. That night, his girlfriend eagerly went to the woods with his best friend, but found a big ant crawling on her leg. She screamed in fright, and the friend slapped the ant dead. The passing man told them they were doomed, because the one they killed was a scout ant, which would release pheromones upon death, drawing the whole colony out of basic humanity. He still warned them to be careful, but they ignored him. The girlfriend even flaunted her affair with the friend, and said she was breaking up with him. The man lost his temper and fought with his friend. The noise drew the others out to ask what happened. The schoolmate recalled the events from the day, and said she believed the man's words, then helped pull them apart. The innkeeper told them it was late, and not to disturb the other guests. The man glanced at his watch, and saw only 3 minutes left before the ants arrived. He turned back to the vinegar room, and the schoolmate went to her own room. The others stayed outside drinking and eating. When the countdown ended, one friend outside suddenly felt his leg itch. Looking down, he saw a mass of ants climbing up his leg. He screamed in panic and slapped them away. His girlfriend and